I'm Ben Price. March is almost over, which means it's time for the monthly update. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another monthly update. This one is for March. But before we get into March, I have to talk about something that happened in February that I didn't address in the last monthly update. On February 2nd, my grandfather passed away. Roy passed away. He was in palliative care. He'd been sick for a while, and it was expected. But no matter how expected it is, it's never easy. So February 2nd, my grandfather passed away. I loved him a lot, and I'm going to miss him. If you watched the last monthly update for February, you probably know I spent the first week of March on the Valiant Lady. So I was on the Valiant Lady from February 11th to March 11th, flew home on the 11th. Airports are still really crazy, and to make matters worse, on the way home I contracted whatever you are hearing now in my sinuses and in my chest. It was awful. Flying with your ears plugged from the inside is the most painful thing I've ever experienced. So I wouldn't recommend it if you can avoid it. It's not COVID either. I did test multiple times because I was like, there's no way this isn't COVID, but it's not. So I did take an antibiotic. We cleared up the chest thing, but I still sound really weird, and I still have some stuff coming up. So sorry if that grosses you out. When I got home, I had 2 days I spent in bed. I just wasn't feeling up to moving around and doing things. I was so congested, and I had such bad headaches. It really sucked. Which sucked even more that I had a show on the 16th at Best of Kin Social. We did a St. Patrick's Day show. Best of Kin is a new restaurant / brewery here in Calgary, and they contacted me and wanted to do some kind of show, bring something different in, have some magic, and it was fantastic. I really have to thank Serena, of course, for bringing me in. She's the one that got in touch with me to bring me over there. We had Rachel, we had Cole, we had all the staff at Best of Kin. They were all fantastic, and it was a great show, and I can't wait to go back and do another. So I really appreciated them having me out. Best of Kin. If you're in Calgary, check them out. You started with yellow, then you did two purple. Lisa didn't eat any red, even though you love them. You said that to me. And then at the Brooke, thanks for not shooting me in the head. Brooke, that was you with the staple gun. Didn't shoot me in the head. Friends, my name's Ben Trinity. You can have a seat. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. The Best of Kin show was the second show that I wrote that was kind of based around a theme. And I did one last year on Halloween, and it was called The 13 Ghosts of Ben Price. And it was 13 tricks or effects that were all based around this kind of theme of psychics and mediums. And it had this through line. Now, the tricks and the effects were good and solid, but the scripting, because it was only the first time that I'd ever written a show that followed this kind of thematic element, it wasn't the best show. I wasn't exactly happy with it. Normally, when I write a show, I put the effects in a certain order that I think is going to be, a good strong opener, and then it kind of builds, the tricks build, and then boom, I hit this big finale at the end that I always tie back into all the tricks I've just done. And then the script is basically the effect order, a couple of intro lines, and some outro lines maybe, but most of it is improvisational. I improv with the crowd. Every show is different just based on the audience, and I thrive on that. I'm really good at that, but I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try being more scripted and having this through line where all the tricks were interwoven, I guess. The first one wasn't great. The audience liked the show fine, but for me, it wasn't the strongest that I thought it could be. However, that brings us to the Best of Kin show, which was the same idea, just a little, I don't know. It was the same idea, just looser. So I had that improvisation element, but it was scripted and had this through line where all of the tricks were kind of thematic. I had a lot more freedom, and it went over really well. I really liked it, so I'm now working on that show a lot more, trying to make it my show B. So on Ships, you have to have a show A and you have to have a show B. And the show that I did at Best of Kin, I'm gonna work on a lot more now and try to make it my show B and get rid of the show B that I have now. It's outdone, it's over with, and It'll just be in my back pocket just in case. But the Best of Kin show went really well. Again, thanks to the people at Best of Kin for having me out. Really appreciate it. After the Best of Kin show, Tori and I had friends that came to town. They came to town to see the show, which was awesome. They didn't have to do that, so thanks for coming down to see that. But then we went to a Roughnecks game, which is Canada's national sport of lacrosse. I know what you're thinking. It's hockey. No, it's not. It's lacrosse. Canada's national sport is lacrosse. Now, did I watch a lot of the game? No. There's a video of me somewhere writing an email to someone while the game was happening. But I was there. We had a great time. Loved it. Loved spending time with people. We also painted stuff at the Color Cafe here in Calgary. I've been home. I was home for 2 weeks. I'm now at sea. This is being posted while I'm at sea on a ship. But I was home for 2 weeks, and during this time we went to like a little color cafe and we painted some pottery, did a Roughnecks game, a lacrosse game, and we had a lot of fun. So that was really nice. Not Magic related, but those are things that I did in March. The end of March, as I've already said, I'm at sea now. This is being posted, which is super crazy. I'm not even here. I'm not here right now. I'm at sea on a ship. I'm on the Seaborn Quest. We're at sea the entire time. Okay, I get on the ship in Miami and we sail all the way to Madeira in Portugal, and then I get on a plane and fly home. No land for 11 days. Looking forward to that. That brings us to the end of March. When I get back home, it's going to be April. I'm going to start taking notes for all the things that I want to talk about in April's monthly update, so I hope to see you back for that. Before we go, I have to say it. Like and subscribe to all the videos and all the channels and such. Obviously, you're watching this video, so you know we're on YouTube, so like and subscribe this. Leave a comment if you have questions or comments. I'd love to see those. I'm at sea for a long time. Give me something to do. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, at Ben Price Magic. It's all super easy to find. It's my face and Ben Price Magic. If you're having trouble, get in touch and I'll send you a link. But that's about it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next month.